So, I have a problem, you guys. I'm a bus driver, and today, because of my husband's brother's funeral, I had to stay home from my job and get my kids to school. The problem is that as I'm putting my 3-year-old, almost little to non-verbal son on the bus, and we're talking about the construction with the bus driver, about what might happen in the afternoon on my road. Her attendant is strapping my son in. It takes a minute or two to get a harness on a 3-year-old. And when you get that harness on, you have to put him or her in a seat. And I hear a honk from the back of the bus, and it's this lady in a truck. And I snapped my head up and I shouted at the truck, "You need to wait." And I take myself out of the situation for a minute, and I realize that maybe she doesn't realize what's going on inside the bus. So I take a minute to educate this lady. So I go back there and I let her know that those are SPED students, which means special ed, and that they are being strapped in, and that it takes a minute and you need to wait. This lady continues to yell at me about how she's late with her kids and that I'm holding up the driver and strapping him in by talking to her. And I calmly explain that there is an attendant on the bus other than the bus driver who I was speaking to. And then this lady who has kids in her truck is doing her hand motions and all this bullshit. And she knocked something out of her truck onto the road, which if you've been on 17th, it's a little busy. It's right near Waco. It's a busy road. And she sends one of her kids, not in the passenger seat, in the back seat, what I'm assuming was a younger kid than the one in the front seat. And I said, "Oh, you're going to send your kid out into the road to pick up whatever that was?" And she's like, "Yeah, I am. Do you have a fucking problem?" I'm like, "Yes, I do. You're honking at a bus full of SPED students, which probably upset them because someone's doing their job by keeping those kids safe, by strapping them in. Because you're late for your kid's school. Let me tell you something. You're late for your kid's school because you left late. You did that. You're only using the excuse that you have to wait behind a school bus to make up for your shortcomings." I want to say to everybody right now who even thinks about honking at a school bus for loading children, for making you assholes wait. What we do as bus drivers is so much more important than whatever the problem is in your personal vehicle. It is so much more important. You may have 1 or 2 kids in your truck, and yes, they are important, but we have multiple people's children. Children that we didn't make, but we're going to get them to school. So next time you're stuck behind a school bus, keep your hands off the horn and you better stop. If my stop signs are out and you do not stop, we will report you.